I would choose B-Learning first and foremost because of the quality of the talent that's there, the quality of the facilitators and the expertise and the special energy that they bring to a room. You can see the difference immediately with the way they work with the participants and the way they get people involved straight away. Involved is the word, but the other thing is the fact that you take something away that's not just for business, but it's also the way that you can live it in your own life and become a more effective communicator and think about any situation where you're interacting with another human being. Well, learning theory ultimately says that once you do it, once you actually practice doing it, then that's when the actual aha moment happens. And I think B-Learning really bring instantaneously a piece of theory which is then translated into how do you live this and enact this in your communication and the way that you approach a situation. So they fuse it together instantly rather than leaving it for a practice session at the end of the day. It's always being demonstrated in the way that they blend together what you're seeing, what you're hearing, and then how you actually communicate it through your own personal communication style. We got extraordinary feedback on the Leading with Influence program because that was the first program that B-Learning did for us here at Qantas. They're a new supplier, but we wanted to introduce them here with all of those kinesthetic learnings that we've been talking about. The feedback ultimately, the two that I remember is number one person said, I've been coming to these sorts of courses for a long, long time and I would never rate a course 10 out of 10. But this one, I rate 10 out of 10. And the other one was that someone else said, you can't put a value on the sort of learning experience that they had in those 2 days. Of course you can, of course there's a value for it, but I think what they were expressing was that they took away something that is something that they will live for the rest of their lives, hopefully, in subtle ways. Being premium to me means like the highest end, the top quality, the best end. And certainly the trainers and the facilitators and all the people I've come in touch with at B-Learning are just of high calibre and completely passionate about what they do. But also it's really evident in the films, the learning films that B-Learning put out, that the production values and their quality is again the absolute highest end that you can find in Australia. It's ultimately, I think with B-Learning, it is that sense of joy. Every time I come in touch with B-Learning, there's a sense of spirit and of joy and of the celebration of the way that human beings communicate and work together, and it always comes with a positive. So every time I work with B-Learning, I'm re-inspired and I'm re-engaged, and I remember the things that we've taught and lived in the classroom, and they come alive again each time I work with anyone from the team, which is fantastic. So it's always a joy to work with B-Learning.